So, going to be talking about some more things. This is episode 2, as you can tell by the title. Drugs. Let's talk about some drugs. My fucking fork. Drugs are amazing and the worst thing that will ever happen. And I'll go into detail as to why they are. So let's talk about what the basic principle of a drug is. It's something that you take and you're supposed to have a good time, and it's supposed to distort reality and make you go fucking. And I'm talking about alcohol as well. When you're on alcohol, it's supposed to make you feel better than what you usually do. It's supposed to take this mundane life, which isn't mundane. It's fucking everything's fucked up. We'll go into that later. And it's supposed to turn it into something that's interesting, something that you can really relate with. And there's a danger to that, and that's because people who get used to that feeling, they relate that to happiness. They relate that to the only thing that they can be happy from. Therefore, they can their mundane life, their shit mundane life when they're not high, is hell. In other words, so what they do is they get lean, which is smoking crow. For if you don't know, crow is weed. They drink or they do other things, other substances, to get out of this mundane, horrible, disgusting life. And I've seen that happen firsthand. Like, my friends personally, if we went out without being high or drunk or something else, we wouldn't have a good time, which is why we don't really meet as much anymore. And it went from the point from weed being this amazing new thing in our lives that made everything amazing to being just a fucking burden on us. Like, we have to smoke weed to have a good time. And the fact is, the government have no fucking clue on what weed really is, because it's run by a bunch of pricks who have no clue. They probably never even smoked weed in their lives. They probably never had an experience like that in their entire lives. Therefore, they make rules based on what other people are telling them who are uneducated on this. Educated people on drugs are people on the fucking streets doing drugs every fucking day. Like, they're the people that should be making the laws, who want to stop so people can stop. It's very fucking simple. First things first, weed is a gateway drug. No, I realised that when I was sitting at the canteen with my mates. We were talking about what we're going to do on the weekend. Mate's just got addicted to ecstasy, pingers. This was a while ago. He's not addicted anymore, but he said to me, he turned around and he said, "Weed's just so boring now." Think about that, yeah. Weed is so strong. It's a really strong drug. It's just if you smoke it a lot, it becomes less strong. You have to smoke more. We don't have that much money. We can't buy more. Therefore, the quantity that we take is just fucking. It's not enough. So what he's done is he's gone to pingers, which is just physically the best feeling you'll ever have in your entire life. Apparently, I've never done pingers, obviously. But yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And it goes on from there. So I've seen a few of my mates get addicted, and it changes their personality. When you do it for a while, it goes from just being a laugh to really becoming an issue. I keep on trying to look. What the fuck is going on? And it's weird because although in a small quantity I have no issues with drugs, it's every weekend or every other day that you're starting to smoke weed, drink, fucking take pills. If you don't get off on weed anymore, it's not enough for you, then you can officially call yourself a drug addict. And that is my fucking, that's my theory. Because if you don't like weed anymore and you think that you have to do other drugs to have a good time, then you can call yourself reliant on drugs, because the amount of weed that you would have to smoke to do that is quite a lot. Let's be honest. this is a part one because I don't want these one take videos to be fucking too long, if you know what I mean. So I'm gonna do a part one and a part two. My drugs are fucking on the both sides of drugs. I'm gonna start editing these videos because I need to start editing these fucking videos. I'll start doing that when I can be asked. So I'll ask you to like, I'll ask you to subscribe. Whether you do that is completely up to you. And I'll see you later.